Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. You might know me as Vertical Drama Queen, but today I'm here as Team Cayman, your wonderful admin, and I'm here with the wonderful Cayman Cardiff. Hello.
Hello, Lisa. You are the vertical drama queen, if I do say so myself. So,
I should have won a little
congrats.
crown.
You you should.
Next time. Next time.
Next time I'll get that for you. Don't worry.
Thank you. Oh, I actually have a large collection. We'll be right. So Under the Hood, tell me all about it. I want to know, what was the moment that you picked up that script and went, yes, I have to be Jaxon?
That is a great question. So, I was in the middle of either prepping or shooting Fires of Love when I was reached out to by Tristan McKenzie, who was the producer for Under the Hood. He and Zach Rovner are this like production company that made it, and they were hired by Vigloo and the executive producer Bonnie to make this. This was Bonnie's, like, you could call it her baby, her idea, her conception. She It's actually that scene that I roll out from under the car and her heels are there and I look up. You ever think about wearing heels? That scene is what was in her mind when she asked Zach and Tristan to write it. So
that scene is iconic. Love, love, love.
love it.
Yeah.
And so that was where Under the Hood came from. When I got it, I was shooting for Fires of Love, and I got the question from Tristan if I would audition as Jaxon. And I was like, yeah, sure. Talk to my manager. He got me the audition. And I didn't get the script until after, but I got the audition and I was like, oh, this is a cool idea. I've not been a mechanic and it's very southern. So I asked, I was like, do you mind if I do it in a southern accent? I think that just kind of fits. And he's like, yes, please do. I did it in that southern accent and it just fit. And they loved it. And I really I didn't understand it completely because I hadn't read the script, but I liked the idea, I liked the feel. And I was like, okay, this is fun. And I saw it as just like a character development opportunity for me, to be able to make a character that's different than my usual blue collar instead of billionaire,
Yes.
southern instead of proper and prim. And so I was like, this could be really cool. I really like this. Um, I got the audition, did the audition, submitted it. They loved it. Bonnie, she liked it, but she sent my audition paper around to the other people at Vigloo, the other members of their team, and they all were like, he's the one, he's the one, he's the one. Because I do this thing sometimes when there's like a kiss
Yeah.
on screen, and instead of just like not doing it or just like kissing where I am, I'll like come into the camera and kiss the camera. And my camera's really good because like an iPhone makes your face like bubble.
Mm-hmm.
My camera is like that I use my auditions for. It's like a Sony camera, and so it just looks it does a really good job of focusing and really like bringing. I have lights and everything, so it just looks dreamy.
I know. Did you use your smoke machine?
Oh yeah, sometimes. That one I did not. Um, But anyways, so I got it. They asked if I would do it. I got the script and I read it and I was like, oh, this is fun. This is cool. I like it. I think this will be a fun series. Didn't think anything more of it until we did the fitting and table read. And then I started seeing it come together even more. And I was like, oh, I like this. This is good. This could be really fun. Day one on set was really great. It was our first intimacy scene, which I've talked about before in other places, but it was our first intimacy scene, and that was crazy because it was the first time I was working on camera with Quincy,
That's a
and we
lot.
had to just get freaky immediately. And that was the bedroom scene where like it is probably the most locked in scene of intimacy in that entire thing, where I tell her, yeah,
Yeah.
that one was fun. But then day two, I didn't really have much. It wasn't until day three when we got to the set location that had my shop that I really fell in love with Jaxon as a
That
character.
that set. And I know it's not a set. I know it's a real life
It's a real,
mechanics
yeah,
workshop. Did it have the checker floor already, or was that a
yeah,
Vigloo touch?
it was
It
already
had the
there.
floor.
Yeah.
What a stunning location.
That location had a life of its own. It was truly alive. It was truly beautiful. It was, I, it was messy enough to the point that it looked real, but also clean enough that it was just pretty. It
Yeah,
was this beautiful disorganization that looked organized. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing truly matched, but it all fit. Like it's such a cool location up in Santa Clarita, um, California. And so when I got there, when I met my uncle, when Jackson's story started coming to life as we were filming it, was when I realized, oh, this is something. We're making something really special right now.
I got,
Um,
I got to say, Dwayne Tava as Uncle Ray, perfection. Like,
he was truly, I will say this, he was the most talented actor on set. He's been in shows like Yellowstone and like other things. Like he's done so much. Um, because he's very much typecast for that specific thing, but he was just so real, so lived in, so grounded. Like it was so fun working across from him and being able to just be like, no, this is my Uncle Ray. Like he
yeah,
is my uncle. And we also had similar kind of like features in ways that he looked like he could be my uncle. Like
it
it
was
was
perfectly cast because
perfectly
sometimes
cast.
when someone's cast a sister or a child and they look nothing like the actor, and you're
Oh,
like, how is it these two
my
white people bred a cook like a Latino child? It's so crazy. You and Uncle Ray, perfection.
there
He's
was
so
just
seasoned
this
looking too.
this
Loved it.
uncle nephew bond, shared trauma bond that you could just feel between the two of us. And it was so fun to be
Yeah.
able to play in that and live in that.
Yeah. I wrote down a few things that I really appreciated about Under the Hood because it's
Yeah.
so good. Firstly, love that you didn't overdo the accent and do like full Southern twang.
Yeah.
Like I think that would have taken it to like a comical place or a farcical
And
place.
that's not who Jackson was.
No, no,
Yeah.
it was just like this like real subtle, like you felt like you were there. It was so awesome. And I also loved there's a scene there like when you rescue Celine and after you've shot and beaten the shit out of Victor, you don't carry her off the screen like she's some helpless woman. She just gets up and you leave. And I'm like, thank God. You know how boring that is after a while, these poor women that don't know how to walk?
Yeah. No, I say we're gonna get you out of here, Celine. And then we just walk away.
I love
Like,
that. It's like there's a power in that instead of being this
I
helpless
agree.
woman. It's so good.
Well, that's what I love about Celine is she's an empowered woman who's trapped.
Yes. Do you know it? She could come across as being a bit of a doormat trapped in this loveless, abusive marriage, but she is so strong to have to live through that. And the
She did
character,
it for, I mean, my line highlights it perfectly. Like where I say, you gave up everything for someone you love. That's not
yeah,
weakness, Celine. that strength few people know about.
Exactly. That's one of the quotes I've written down.
Oh, it's my favorite one. Oh, it's so strong. It's so impactful. It's so
Yeah.
true and real. It's
And I do appreciate that not once was she slapped. She did cop a
no.
glass of red, but you know.
And honestly, that worked. It didn't feel like a trope. It didn't feel like I've seen that before
Mm.
where it felt like that. But in that moment, it did not. It felt like something he would do and something that was motivated by this intense spite for her. And
Especially,
then
sorry, the wine being the same age or year that
yes, that
Jackson's
my
father died.
father died. Oh, that's brilliant.
What an asshole. We love the assholes, but anyway. Sorry, I'm swearing. I should really. Sorry, Team Cayman.
No.
The Aussie's going to come out.
I'm a sailor in real life, so
Oh dear.
oh
Um,
dear.
oh, I wanted to say, like, we're going to talk about you, Kate, but the cars, like, there's so many cars in that. I actually had to look up what an Aventador was because he's like, he's this car dude. Victor's a car dude, but he doesn't know how to pop the hood.
So funny. And that's one of my favorite like comedic moments in that is just like, really, bro?
It was so good.
Huh.
But
That
that
was
that whole scene was so perfect. Like, actually, do you know what? I've said it before. The whole Vert was fantastic. I love that we only had to wait 1 minute and 10 seconds to see you with your shirt off.
same.
You know, there's that unwritten rule about got to have the shirt off before the paywall to keep
Yeah.
the people interested.
Oh, my shirt off was many times before the paywall.
The wardrobe budget was limited.
My wardrobe budget was not limited. Well, I mean, it was obviously limited. Like it wasn't unlimited, but let's just say I just prefer to not sweat in clothes. I'd rather sweat in open air. And so if I'm going to sweat and it's gonna be on camera, might as well show the abs too.
Might as well. I actually just
Might as
watched
well.
the Microdose podcast.
Oh, has it been released already?
Yeah, it got released while you were chatting with Meg. And
That's what I figured. Okay.
and she's gone straight in for the abs. You poor thing. Just a piece of
I
meat, hey?
It was so much fun. I love her so much. We shot that last like over the weekend or Thursday. It
Mm.
was it was so fun.
I've written so many notes about the soundtrack for Under the Hood.
Mhm.
The fact that your abs have their own soundtrack. Did you realize?
Wait. Like a recurring theme?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're oh my god, I have to go back and watch it now. Oh again.
It's just that twangy country.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I
if you had the Spurs walking on set, that's the music.
yeah, with the like clap.
Yeah,
Clap.
yeah. That's your abs.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I will say the music, they did phenomenal with the music choices. Like for
Yeah.
using, I'm sure like I don't know if they spent money on it or if it was all just like the royalty free stuff or whatever. However they did it, whatever they chose was just chef's kiss, spot on. It just fit with the vibe and the aesthetic of everything.
Yes, and I really, really appreciated there was none of those silly sound effects throughout, like a boing when the hood pops up, or slide whistles and
Yes.
all that kind of
It
stuff.
makes sense in My Mafia Pilot Boyfriend because it's campy. This was not
Exactly.
camp. This was a true drama. And yeah, I'm so glad that they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't do voiceovers.
Not a single voiceover.
Not a single one.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
was even like a moment where you and Selena are outside and the crickets are chirping, and it's like
When
it's
I'm
so
working,
beautiful.
she steps into the shop and I'm there and the crickets are chirping from the outside. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it just reinforces like how hot it is in that place as well, because the crickets are out, the corn sweat's going to be happening. I only just learned about
Mhm.
corn sweat. Is that a thing?
Corn sweat.
Is that an
What?
American thing? What the hell?
I mean, you can get sweat from a lot of different foods. Just it's just when you're it's so funny.
Sorry.
High in carbs, you're just gonna burn more energy.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy.
The corn
Oh,
sweats. That's
sorry.
phenomenal.
I will cut that out.
No, it's great. Keep it.
Corn sweat drives me nuts. The things you learn when you're online are just crazy.
Oh yeah, it's a scary place. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to look up all the American terms for tools and like that creeper thing. I didn't know that was what it was called. It's a
Which
creeper.
one?
The thing that you slide out on under the car.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I would have just called that was it like a doll? No, not a dolly. That would be more of like I guess maybe it is a creeper. I don't really know if I knew the term for it. Um
I'm just going with the
a
slidey
work
thing.
table, yeah, sliding table. I don't know. Like but that's interesting. A
Yeah.
creeper.
Creeper. Who knew?
I'll be a creeper.
Don't be a creeper. never
I
go
will never be a
never go
creeper.
full creeper.
No, no, don't worry, don't worry. Only in like a movie or something.
Mm. Speaking of, every time you're holding a wrench, in my mind, it's like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodgeball. What a classic. What a great movie. I love that reference. Thank you so much.
Can you ever see yourself doing like a full-blown comedy?
Oh hell yeah. No, I love comedies. And that's why like I feel like I fit so well at drama boxes because they do so much dramedy. Like they make them campy, they make them funny, they make them silly like on purpose. And I like that because they're playing into it.
Mm.
But comedy is my bread and butter, to be honest. Um and like playing pretend, for example. Like I'd call that a comedy, a rom-com.
It's
Um
a rom-com, but the comedy is subtle,
mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
heavy on the rom.
Heavy in the rum. Yeah, I love that.
Okay, this,
Um,
this is the point where we beg Candy Jar for part 2 of playing pretend because Brennan and Grace need to finish their story.
amen. I'm with you. Candy Jar, if you're watching this, we beg you, please, please let us do playing pretend part 2. The chemistry was just so good. And the cinematography, the script, all of it was just beautiful. It
It's
needs and deserves a second part.
It really does. Of all the verts out there that want a part 2 or need a part 2, this one needs it the
Yeah,
most.
true.
I know
Because
there's been
the way it ended was I have an idea.
bam, done.
What?
It's like, what do you mean
Uh,
there's no more?
what do you mean? What do you mean?
It's just what? No, I mean, look, there's been lots of call for my Mafia Pilot Boyfriend part 2. I can't see that happening. It's been a while. It's been what? People say it's a year. It's not a year. It only happened this year, didn't it?
No, I did it back in February.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
Well, what's crazy is I've done like 10 or 11 verticals since then that have all released. So it's like it does feel like it's forever ago because it was so quote old news. But I'm getting people still sending me ads. Drama Waves is still advertising that one because it's doing well.
Yeah,
they
because
don't
it's
they don't put
great.
money into a show on advertisement unless it does well.
So we
So,
hold out hope.
maybe I'll reach out to my friends over at Drama Wave and be like, "Yo, what's going on?"
And let me tell you too, Santa, um, Santa, what is it? Santa sent me a
Send me a
billionaire.
billionaire
What
husband.
are we calling it these days? It's got multiple names now. 5 different apps that one's on. It's obviously doing really well. People love a Christmas
Yeah,
rom-com.
people like that one. It's become a Christmas classic for Verks, which is funny because it didn't really do that well when it released, but it's doing better now. It's interesting.
That's funny because the vert world moves so damn quick that you feel like the ones that you really highly anticipate, you watch and then move on to the next. Like they never really get their moment or breathing room. So I like it when we revisit the older ones.
Like a resurgence. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of people who comment and watch my stuff, fans, X, Y, and Z. Um, the amount of times that they say, "Oh man, I'm watching Playing Pretend again," or "Oh, I'm watching this one again," or "Oh, Unwanted True-Mate is like my go-to feel good vert. I watch it all the time," and I'm just like, "Huh, that's awesome!" Like I love that I'm creating something that people can come back to, like The Office. That's something that people watch all the time because it's their comfort show. Or Bob's Burgers. People will just have that on repeat because it's funny and silly and light, and then there you go. And they just like, so these are shows that people watch, and knowing that people are doing that with stuff that I've made is just sweet. And it's how I feel now about Under the Hood. I've been rewatching it so many times because I find it fascinating every time I watch it. There's a new little thing, a new piece, a new look, a new sound, or my abs have their own soundtrack that I have to go and listen and memorize so that anytime my abs are shown, I can hum it, you know?
Maybe I need to cut that music so that we can put it a montage of abs. How's that?
Yes, please.
Oh dear. No, I must say, like, I've really had to refrain from watching Under the Hood and like on repeat, like because I feel like it just needs to settle. Do you know what I mean? Like, and take it in because it's so goddamn good. So good.
When I watched it for the first time a few weeks ago before it released, I literally could not keep myself from holding my breath while I was watching it. And I've never, was it you who said you felt anxious
Yeah, I
when you were
wanted to
watching
vomit
it?
the whole time.
But like, not because I was anxious about something, but it was just like, what's gonna happen? Oh my goodness. It was just that feeling of like, I'm locked in. And I've it's been a while since I've watched something that has made me feel like that. I think Game of Thrones, when I first watched that, gave me that kind of sensation in a lot of the episodes. Maybe not every single one, but I was just locked in. I don't know, there hasn't been much media that does that for me, but when I do, I know it's good. Like, oh, uh what's the movie? Everything Everywhere All at Once did that for me, where I was just like, oh my goodness, what is this that I'm watching? It's so beautiful, it's so insightful, there's so many layers to it. It's like, what? And I know it's crazy to talk about like a vertical having so many layers, but it just feels like this one, it really did.
It literally had me from the very first millisecond because it was the shot of the road, like, and the wheels turning, but like it only happened for a split second,
Hmm.
but that locked me in straight away. I'm like, oh, this is different. Like, and I knew, like, we had talked about the production and how excited you were for it. But as soon as I saw that first second, I'm like, oh my God, this is gorgeous. And I knew
They
I was
knew
in
how to
for it.
do exposition, like, because it's not just Celine of the Piedmont group, like, and she's like, I'm so poor, help me. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like a movie.
Mm.
And that captured me.
Have you been getting calls from G-Wagon owners to come and fix their cars? Because you did not need any diagnostic equipment at all.
Nope.
Few little
I knew what
turns
was
of
wrong with it. I just saw,
you can just feel it. Just feel it.
yeah, you just feel it. You know, it breathes.
So my husband's like,
Yeah.
is that a G-Wagon? I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, he knew all the cars. I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
So I want to say ute, pickup truck.
Uh-huh.
We call them a ute in
I
Australia,
love that.
like a utility vehicle.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So the pickup was a Chevy, yeah? Am I
Yep.
getting that wrong?
It is
Okay.
Chevy.
Go me. I
I think it was a
recognize
Chevy
the logo.
Silverado from like the 80s or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it when she gets in the ute and like off you drive. So
Oh
good.
yeah, it was very like there's a whole BTS scene where I was like just playing around in between takes and I was like, "Get in, Bonnie, we're going." Yeah, I'm coming, Clyde. So funny.
Vigloo need to release all of that for us.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I just posted one today actually, where it's like behind, like it's what you see versus how we got there. And it was like the fight action sequence and me like
It's so good though. The fight scenes were so good. And I'm
yeah.
just reflecting, like, there wasn't a single character or moment in the Under the Hood that was unnecessary. You know, sometimes, like, especially the scene where you're walking in to the dinner or gala or whatever the heck it is, and it parts the ways, the people part the way, and there you walk in with the suit. And there was not one single, like, back character that was making those little snide remarks or judgment calls,
Oh
or
yeah.
everybody had purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those are frustrating when like these like quote they're called day players like because they play for a day, have just these one really off put weird line of like, oh, I would never talk, or I would, oh, he's so out of her league, or like just all these little comments to make the viewer think and feel something that they should be thinking and feeling in that moment, instead of letting the actors show what and give the viewer the responsibility of creating their own internal monologue. Like that, it's there's a lot there, but
Oh, we're a lot smarter than the viewers are a lot smarter than the apps give us credit for. Oh, I loved that your character was a billionaire and chose to be a blue collar worker rather than, oh, I'm hiding as a blue collar worker to
yeah.
do XYZ and like get my so frustrating sometimes. I love that you chose that. Like your
Well, and I
character.
love it too because I don't even think I think in my mind when I read it, I don't think I fully comprehended a few parts to my character when I read it for the first time. One of those being I was not a billionaire anymore. I didn't have money. It
Yeah.
was all taken from me. I didn't realize that. I thought I was just a billionaire who just I don't really know how I got into that situation. I mean, I obviously I read the script and I was like, oh, okay, his family like ruined my family, and so we're just in. I'm hiding. I'm a hidden heir. I guess I didn't think it through. There's that, and then I didn't realize until the scene where I find out that Celine's last name is Beaumont, and I put the two together. I stand up, have my moment of thinking. And so you're Celine Beaumont, Victor Beaumont. Oh my! And then I put it together. It wasn't until the line where I said he couldn't live with himself
Yeah.
that it actually hit me what that meant. That he took his life, and I didn't realize that until and that made knowing that because obviously if I had done a closer reading, I would have realized that sooner. But like when we're just reading through it, like it's just we're saying lines and putting whatever to it.
Sorry.
I know
I just started thinking about the letter with
that
Everett.
that's what I was about to say. That scene was so much more poignant because I was able to draw on that knowledge
Yes.
that my father had taken his life because of what this man had done to our family. And that was such a beautifully written, not only letter, but scene that it just made those emotions being so real, so simple.
You could take the voiceover out of that and it would still be an incredibly powerful scene just because of the way that you acted your response to reading that letter. There wasn't someone off screen reading it to you, was there? That was all you.
There was somebody off screen who would read it out loud, so
Right.
that I had like
The cue.
visual, like the cue of like timing wise, but they don't read it like you heard it in the. It wasn't that old country Southern man speaking who's saying they were my father. It was just the script supervisor who just reads it like in a normal voice. They just say read, 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 read. They're not acting. They're just reading for us. But the emotional aspect came from my own, because I kind of tuned that out and I just read along with it. And
Yeah.
as I was reading, that's where the emotion came. That's where my feeling of so much pain and loss, but also regret for not, in that moment, I felt like I was letting my father down.
Mm.
But then Celine comes in and says, "You're not hiding, you're healing." And that is
We
such a
both could have cried.
powerful line. I know I'm about to cry because that is such a powerful line that she has. Um, because it's so true, and it's so like you can have all these emotions, and until you feel them, until you actually allow yourself to feel those types of feelings, you're not going to be able to heal.
Mm.
And she was so astute for recognizing that, because it's so easy for us to be on ourselves about, oh, well, I'm not doing enough, or I'm letting this person down. And it's like, well, no, if this person were watching or had the chance to tell you, they'd say, you're doing your best, continue to heal.
Yeah. I That was such a nice contrast to her supporting you, because you had been supporting her with her battles with Victor. So, and it just added that other dimension to the relationship as well. It wasn't just passion, like there was a
Yeah.
deeper vibe to it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it
100%.
was a super passionate relationship,
I
right?
would say it was a very passionate relationship.
I She had like the worst pash rash on her neck in one of those scenes. The poor woman, poor Quincy.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that when I watched it the first time. I was just like, I didn't notice it when we were doing, but the camera just captures it so much more because of the lighting and everything. When I saw that, I was just like, oops. But also, I was just like, well, it looks more real that way too.
It worked. It totally worked in that scene.
Yeah.
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 And the balls of Jaxon bedding, I'm going to say it in a nice way, bedding Celine while Victor is downstairs, and he's just down there going, shut up, bitch.
That is one of my favorite one lines.
You're so oblivious. You're
He's
an
so,
asshole, but you're oblivious asshole.
and that's how we like our souls.
Yeah, yeah.